Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Inflation Suggestions live stream. So, what I'm going to do, I'm pulling up my word processor, or Microsoft Word, whatever you want to call it. Well, not Microsoft Word, but I'm pulling up one of my notepads on here, and I'm going to take down suggestions, so that way I can keep a list of video suggestions. This was an idea I thought about doing, so that way it makes stuff easier. Here's what I'm going to do while this is going on. I'm going to do this real quick. Let me check this out. Let me sign out of this first. Okay. And you gotta sign in. But anyway, how you guys been so far? Doing a couple different live streams tonight. Yeah, to make up for the lack of live streams that there have been. Oh. Okay. Cut out that. Who are some of your guys' favorite YouTubers? Sorry, spaced out for a second. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, now I'm back. Oh, and while I'm writing down the suggestions, I'm going to be listening to one of my favorite YouTubers. One of my favorite type of videos to listen to, I love listening to creepypastas. I love listening to people read them, whether they're good creepypastas or bad. Like, even the bad ones can be really fun. So I'm going to be pulling... Crap. I almost stabbed myself. Hey, welcome to the stream. How's it going? If you saw by the title, I am going to be doing suggestions. Rising, hey! It's nice to see you, man. How you doing? It's been a while. What I am doing right now is I'm actually going to post a link to this one. Oh, cool. Thank you, Christian. With a Barney costume. Okay, first off, how am I going to do that? And I really mean, Rising, do you have any idea how I could pull that off? I would really love to figure that out. Yeah, I know. I don't think I could pull that off. What I'm going to do right now, while I got you guys, I am going to, share this link that's going on, share the live stream right now to my main wall post here. Okay, here's the thing. No disrespect to the furry community. No disrespects at all. I'm just not into that. Sorry, it's just not for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my channel on here. Go to videos. Okay, this is going to get a little weird right here. I am going to be watching the stream as I'm doing the stream. Okay, this is going to get a little weird right here. Okay. I am going to be watching the stream as I'm doing the stream. Okay, I'm going to pause that because that's going to get a little too weird. Yeah, make a Barney costume. Okay, here's the thing. How am I going to make a Barney costume, first off? Because that's just going to be difficult. Okay, so I'm going to share this. No, that's the save button. Okay, so I am copying the link. Oh, okay, here we go. This is actually what I was looking for. Show. If you want to supply that, or if you want to supply the money for that, I will buy the Barney costume. That's all I'm going to say to that. That's what I'm going to say to that. Rising, how do you feel about that? If this guy really wants me to do it, donation button is right there. Donation link. If you really want me to do it, donation link. Nothing stopping you. Okay, I'm sharing this right now. Not my thing either, I know, but I'm saying if this guy really wants me to do it, he's got to hand over the dough. I need money in order to make it happen. So give me money first, and maybe. That sounded a little weird, didn't it? Anyway, I'm going to post this link. Alright. Live. Stream. Okay, no, that's not misspelled. Live stream is one word. Sorry. But anyway, I'm doing this live stream right now to also help get some donations for all projects in general, not just the Inflation videos, not just the films I want to make, not just the Hellraiser and Phantasm crossover, but for all projects in general. So if you guys want to help, please do. Anyway, but yeah, Rising, but I was wanting to ask you something, and I wanted to know what you thought. Okay. Yeah, I was wanting to know. Yeah, I was wanting to ask you. How would you feel if I did a superhero inflation video? Think on it. Think on it. Don't have to answer right away. But I would really love to hear your input on that, like your thoughts on that. Okay then. Here's the thing with this particular superhero. It's going to be based off a DC character. Now there are two characters that I know of that I think would be good for this. Now, just based on title alone, I will know which one you would want me to be. One of two. Okay. Elongated Man or Plastic Man. Those are your choices. Again, give you time to think this over. And would love to hear, would really love to hear your response to that, to this. Neither. Deadpool. Well, I say, there's a reason why. There is a reason why I gave the two choices that I did. Wait, what's this? Oh, okay, well, that's fine. Well, it's already passed, so... Sorry, I thought it was something. But there's a reason why I gave the choices that I gave. Because Plastic Man and Elongated Man... Okay, but there's a particular reason why I chose Elongated Man and Plastic Man, because those characters actually have that ability. They do. Plastic Man and Elongated Man, because their bodies can stretch to great lengths and they can shapeshift and, you know, do all that stuff. They have inflated themselves in the comics and other forms of media, so they can do that. Sorry if I'm getting a little too excited about all this, but... Yeah, so that's why I chose those, Rising. Sorry, man. I'm just... Oh. Yeah, can I be real with you guys for a sec? Yeah, maybe Mr. Fantastic, maybe. But I want to be real with you guys for a sec, and... Because I feel like... I need to talk to you guys. I feel like I'm hitting a brick wall. When it comes to videos. When it comes to... I feel like I'm letting you guys down. Well, I feel like I'm letting you guys down in a way that, you know, I'm not as fast or as creative as I used to be. I'm not making the videos I know you guys would love and enjoy, and I'm not, you know, just... It's like the spark is starting to die out, and I just feel like I'm letting you guys down because you've been with me for a long time, and the last thing I want to do is disappoint you guys or let you down. But at the same time, you guys gotta understand, I want to make these videos great, I really do, but financially, I can't do the extravagant videos I really would love to do. And it just hurts me that I can't put forth the same capability. Yeah, I do. I really do. And yeah, I know. So, Rising, and I'm going to be 100% with you. I always try to keep it 100. Will you be my mental sparring partner? Will you be my shoulder to lean on? That's what I'm asking, man. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I really need somebody to lean on. Well, you know, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that, and I appreciate you 100%. I hope you know that. I really do. I hope you know that when I say I love you guys, I really mean it. I really do. And I love each and every one of you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really love you guys, and I love you, Rising. I really do. And I know you're taken. I know you're gladly taken, Rising, but... You know, if I was, you know, really looking, definitely keep you as number one in mind. Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to do Yeah, I wanted to do a superhero that I think would be a lot of fun, and I really think Elongated Man's the way to go because now he's popular. Now he's recognized. Now, unlike some others, you've turned another. Yes, you have. Actually, I don't know. I would say I'm more. I love both men and women. Let me just put it that way. I love both men and women. Either or. That's how I'm qualifying myself. Yes. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Cools. Anyway, who else is watching this? Because I see on the chat that there's about 2 other people watching. Christian, are you still there? And who else is possibly watching this? And remember, it's for everybody, this chat is PG-13. But, anywho, I was wanting to ask you this. Should that particular video, when it comes around to doing it, the Elongated Man video, should it premiere on this channel, Balloon Boy Forever, or should it appear on the Elseworlds channel? Because Elseworlds is strictly for comic books. It's strictly the comic book related themed, short film, feature film, side video. It's just the main hub for comic books. Mainly DC. Elseworlds, yeah, I feel like Elseworlds would fit it. And I will say this, when it comes to multiverse names, Elseworlds is an amazing name. It really is. It's an amazing title. Marvel doesn't really have that. They don't really have a name for their multiverse, other than the what ifs and just the multiverse. Much like DC. DC, yeah, they have the multiverse, but usually they refer to their stuff as Elseworlds. Yeah, I love Ralph. I mean, that's the thing. I'm not sure I told you this. I recently caught up with season 4 of The Flash, so I'm all caught up with The Flash. I'm all caught up. And I love Ralph. Ralph turned to be one of those characters where I didn't know how to feel about him at first, but he grew on me and I loved him. And I'm going to tell you this. Again, I'm going to be serious. One of the saddest moments in the series, to me, because I would say he's one of my favorite heroes. I would say he's right up there with Flash and Mr. Terrific. So I would say, he's up there. As if I'm going to do a list, on Elseworlds, talking about my top 5 or top 10 favorite heroes. But the moment that made me love him so much, it was in the episode, next to the final episodes. It was when, Ralph was actually suggesting killing, Divo was suggesting, killing him. And Barry has that moment with Ralph where he says, like, look, Ralph, I know you're scared. And Ralph says, no, look, I'm past that. I'm not afraid of myself. I'm not afraid of dying. I don't want him to hurt you guys. You, Joe, any of those guys, because other than my mom, you guys have been my family. And Divo can't have that. And that moment, that made me love Ralph. But the moment that got me crying is when Divo took over Folded Man. And, he's getting ready to transfer his consciousness or, whatever he's doing. And Barry, can't move. He's on the ground. And he's saying, Ralph, I can save you. I can do this. I can save you. And Ralph says, you already have. That made me fall in love with him. Because that's what a hero would say. That's what, someone would say that, hey, it's okay. I'm already safe. And that made me love him. That made me fall in love with him. And now he was sad because I thought, like, no, we lost Ralph. But he's back. And what I love about it is his personality. Like, he has, like, this very... And he even says that, hey, look, whenever I'm in danger and all that, I would tell jokes. That's just how he would do. That's how he would work. And that's what made me love Ralph. So that's why I say Ralph is one of my favorite newfound heroes in the Flash universe, or in the Arrowverse in general. And I'm really hoping... I'm not sure if you saw the Elseworlds event that happened, the 3-parter crossover. Yeah, he is. He's very human. That's why I really love about Ralph. He's the very human character of all of them. And he, he has his ups and downs. Like, he's, not perfect. But one of the things I love, you saw the Elseworlds event. I love that. And I know they're saying that the next big crossover that they're going to do is Crisis on Infinite Earths. I would really love to see Ralph play a big part in that. I would love to see him play a big part in that, and I also would love, because I have no idea where Ragman is. Ragman is one of my other favorite characters. He was one of the reasons why I love Season 5 of Arrow. I'm like, okay, we got Ragman, and he's gone halfway through, the series. Not even halfway through, just a few episodes. I'm like, where's Ragman? He was cool. And then he's like, no, the rags don't work, I gotta go off. And I'm like, no, bring him back. Okay, this is turning into a big rant video now. It's going way off topic. But anyway, I would love Ragman to be part of the big Crisis on Infinite Earths, because I think what's going to happen on Crisis on Infinite Earths, I believe the threat that's coming, I believe it's going to be Darkseid. If it's going to be Darkseid, I would love to see the CW-verse get ahead of DC Cinematic Universe to say, yes, we're doing Darkseid before you guys can. Or Steppenwolf. Either or, I am all okay. And speaking of the cinematic DC universe, Aquaman saved it. As much as I really enjoyed Wonder Woman, I feel like Aquaman saved the DC cinematic universe from that pit of dark, brooding, like Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. Here's the thing, I like Man of Steel. I'm one of the few people that will stand behind Man of Steel 100%. I really, really hate. Yeah. Yeah, no, I really love Jason Momoa. I saw the new Aquaman movie, and it was great. It was really good. It was one of those movies where I didn't know what to think of it. Loved him in Stargate Atlantis as well. He was great in Stargate Atlantis. One of the things is, when I went to see it, because I saw it last weekend, I went to see it, and I didn't know what to make of it at first, because I've seen the trailers, and I thought, okay, I don't know. Watched the movie, and I'm like, this is perfect. Yeah, that's true. Twice for the ocean. But I saw, when I saw it, it had beautiful color. Like, the color was beautiful. It's like how it was filmed was great. It had a nice blend too. Like, it wasn't too dark, and it wasn't too humorous. Like, it blended humor, and it didn't have too much dark elements in there. I mean, it had a couple here and there, but it worked well because Aquaman's personality still stayed the same. And I like this different take on Aquaman. I like the take of, he's a bit humorous, he's a bit of a jokester, but he's awesome, and he's not brooding all the time. He really isn't brooding. I don't know, it's like, in a way, I would compare him to a level of badass that is what Aquaman should be. They're just like, hey, I'm here. I'm Aquaman. And I love that character. I really did. I thought he did good. So I say Aquaman is by far the best DC movie I've seen. And it is really good. And who would have thought Aquaman would have saved the DC Cinematic Universe? Because there's all those jokes about Aquaman being a lame superhero. And I was one of the people that would make those jokes. But now when I watch him, I'm like, you know what? He is a good superhero. He's not my favorite of all time, but he's good. He's good. Yeah. He has his place. His place is well earned, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I was wanting to talk about the looks, because there's a couple different looks of Elongated Man, or Ralph. Like, there's the looks from, of course, the CW show, which I loved his suit in that. I thought it looked really good. Oh, yeah. Let me see here real quick. I'm going to pull up some images, and I'm going to flip the camera over, so it's going to look a little weird on here. Let's see. How do you spell elongated? Sorry. But yeah, I'm going to pull up some images here and... Oh, thank you. Oh, wow, Elongated Man's been portrayed a few times in, you know, the TV shows. Yeah, in other TV shows, media, comic books. Let's see. Some, his look's pretty basic. His look is pretty simple. Why is there a picture of Plastic Man on here? Like I said, there's of course the one from the show, which looks really good. You know, the Flash show, and then there's the first one they were, the prototype, which just looked funny. Oh, here's one from the Justice League, from the old Justice League TV show. Justice League Unlimited. Remember that show? That was one of my favorite shows. Let's see here. Yeah, the one from the Justice League TV shows is the traditional purple, white, with the, you know, EM, you know, around this area, around his chest area, where the E is white and the M is purple. And he has like almost a black kind of like turtleneck sort of deal. So it's black up top, purple on the good half of, you know, the suit, and then yeah. Let me see here. Like I'm trying to find a clear picture. The clearest I can find is this one. This is one from the comic books. I actually have one of the Elongated Man comics with me, but it doesn't have him in his suit. Okay, so that's the look there. There's, of course, that look. And then there is... this is actually from the Brave and the Bold show. And there's him with Plastic Man. I'm not a big fan of the Brave and the Bold one. It just seems pretty bland, to be honest. And there's really nothing to say. I mean, I like the one from the comic, but, you know, again, there's not a whole lot that stands out. There's just the, you know, the purple and black, which that's fine. And then, oh, here's a good one of the show. Yeah, it is too simple, like that one is. But this one I actually really like. I like this one. I like the added of the belt, and I love the sleeve, you know, the fingerless gloves are a really nice touch. And I never figured out what that part is, but I'm guessing that's supposed to be the... I like to think it's almost like Tony Stark's suit, like from Iron Man. Yeah, no, it's a doable cosplay. It really is. It can easily be done. So that's why I say I can do Elongated Man. Plastic Man's is a little bit more elaborate. In Osho, it's almost like you're wearing a mankini. Or, you know, like the Borat, you know, bikini suit, which I'm not going to do that. No. I am not going to be wearing that onesie bikini suit. No, not for me. Yeah, very too revealing. Not going to do that. So that's why I'm going with Ralph. Because Ralph's, his is pretty simple. And there's another look. I didn't show you this one, but the other look they have, I really like this look. I don't know why they changed it. But then again, like with many heroes and villains, they always go through a lot of changes. Now here's one. I actually really dig this one. Alright, let me flip the camera. Oh no, I like this. You see, it's kind of got like a dark, or, you know, kind of a bluish... It's almost like a light blue or kind of like a dark blue. A red, all in all, suit with a black kind of V-neck that goes down. And what looks like a golden or yellow utility belt with boots that have the yellow V's on them. And kind of gold. I'm not sure what you call that. But yeah, like I said, it's a very interesting look. It is, yeah. This is the one that's actually a mix of both Plastic Man and Elongated Man. I think that was later on in the run for some reason or another. Yeah, this is the weird thing I always thought was kind of funny about Plastic Man and Elongated Man, that they have two heroes, you know, that both have the power to, you know, distress your bodies. But then again, it's not uncommon. There's been a lot of superheroes and supervillains that usually have the same gimmick. Like, you know, you have the Flash and Reverse Flash. Both of them have the same powers. You have But I always just thought like the names, like Plastic Man and Elongated Man, and even in the Flash CW show when you first meet Ralph, you're talking about, yeah, I guess I'm gonna need a really cool code name, and Barry suggests Plastic Man, and he goes, no, it's too lame. I like that little nod. I was like, okay, it's kind of a funny nod. Hopefully, this might happen during the Crisis on Infinite Earths. We might actually get a live-action version of Plastic Man. Because I have a feeling the DC Cinematic U doesn't want to use Plastic Man or Elongated Man. And I got a feeling that, they don't want to go the too humorous route. And from what I heard, this is an interesting thing between both the CW, when it comes to the CW shows, and the Warner Brother movies, because they're both owned virtually by the same company. There are different subdivisions and all that. The communist. Elongated Man. Oh no. Maybe. But this is the weird thing about both of the Conrad Plastic. But this is the weird thing when it comes to owning properties of the DCU. From what I understand, Warner Brothers let CW have certain properties. Like if you watch Arrow, they let them use Deadshot for a good while. It's like, okay, you can use Deadshot. But then, Suicide Squad came around, and it's like, okay, you're going to have to kill off Deadshot and Amanda Waller because we want them in... They had to kill off characters, and they had to, not use certain characters. Like, again, for the Suicide Squad episodes of, the Arrowverse, they never had Harley Quinn in there, and she's a big member of the Suicide Squad. So there's this whole kind of weird jargon, like this weird legal jargon that they have to go through. But like I said, either way, I'm getting a little bit off topic here when it comes to that. I'll probably do a whole video talking about the superheroes. I even mentioned that I was going to do that. But yeah, anyway, I was going to ask you for the Elongated Man video. Probably going to be relatively short. What should be his reason to inflate himself? Because there's got to be a good reason that he has to do that. Like in that episode when Barry was starting to fall from the sky thanks to Null. He had to turn himself into a big whoopee cushion in order to soften the landing for him, in order to save Barry's butt. And when he swallowed that bomb, or when he clutched that bomb to his chest for his fans. That is true. That is very, very true. I can actually think about a video of him trying to do that, like a comedy video, just like a short where it's like after he says somebody and then they go, "Oh great, who are you again?" It's like, Elongated Man, Plastic Man. No, not that. No, and just like this whole thing of him trying different things, which I can do some tricks pretty easy, where it looks like arm is going to stretch out, and little things here and there. So I think with some camera tricks and a lot of work, I think I could pull off doing that. Oh, and Rising, you're always good with ideas and title. So him practicing his techniques, that would be a plausible one too. That would be a plausible scenario. Alright, so I'm going to ask you, which look you think I should go for? Should I go for the one that's amalgamation of Plastic Man? Or should I go for the more traditional from the comic books of the, purple, white, kind of look? What do you think would work best? A mix of both. Okay, a mix of the Plastic Man look and the elongate. Interesting idea you propose there, sir. Okay, how about this? How about the main build of the suit is going to be very similar. Like, it's going to be the similar design to the... Yeah, true. Yeah, there's going to be the purple too. So I feel like the purple would probably be, because I think this would be a nice ad, would probably be like his EM logo, which would be right here. And maybe if I could find another shirt like this one, maybe not the same material, because this is, you know, Under Armour, but find like a shirt like this, and then, yeah, I think that would work. Alright, and you get to pick the title. You get to come up with the title for the video. For the very first official Elseworlds, you know, video. Yeah, because even his look in the CW show is a dark purple, but still purple. And it's a nice marriage between the new look and the, you know, the old look. So that one, they actually blend together very nicely. Let's see. Yeah, it is. So I don't want to necessarily go for what the CW is going with. Not because I dislike the look, I absolutely love it. But I feel like if I want this to be my own little niche into, you know, my take on the DCU, I feel like I gotta go with something a little different. Something that strays away, something that's not too different, but also not too similar. So find a nice marriage of the two. But, anywho, what's your idea for weirdly over the top? I was going to listen to some creepypasta narrations while I write down... Oh, I need to write down these suggestions now that I think about it. Let me pull up my notepad here. Or, better yet, Google Docs. Alright, whenever you're ready, I'm going to begin typing. Still there, Resin? Hey, Ryzen. Do you have something in mind? Or, yeah, any other suggestions? Doesn't have to be, you know, just talking about Elongated Man's first inflation video. It could be any other inflation videos you would like to see me take my hand at. Let me see. Shadow Reader. There's the lost episode creepypasta about Franklin. Oh, here we go. Wow. That I absolutely love. Can you do me a quick favor? Can you email me that title? Because I don't know if I can write it down as quickly as it comes. Yeah, you know, I like the first one. Yeah, can you do me a favor? Yeah. Email me the first title so that way I can, copy and paste that on the wall. Because that's just going to be way too long for me to write. But thank you. I like that. You're going to get credit for that video, man. You're going to get credit for helping write that. But yeah, I'll show you. I'll do like a progress video on.
There's a lot of customizations that you can.
Dang, that was loud. And that was a commercial for a video game called Fortnite. Never heard of it.
Do within the mode itself. How could I utilize this? How?
Franklin.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. Anyway, yes. You're gonna get credit for this video for Elongated Man. And I noticed something that's interesting about Elongated Man, and from what I looked at images and all that. He doesn't usually wear a mask, like in the comics. He doesn't usually wear a mask. He doesn't usually wear a mask in the comics. He does wear, the eye mask in the CW show. And in that one image I saw from Batman Brave and the Bold, he wears, the eye mask, but never really wears a mask. In any of the comics. Interesting, isn't it? And also, Plasma Man is probably one of the only stretchy superheroes that wears something close to a mask, but I hesitate to even call it a mask. It's more of, like, shades. But anyway, I'm gonna start playing the Franklin
An old cartoon that used to air on Nick Jr. back in the late 90s and early 2000s. Based on the old children's books by Brenda Clark and Paulette Willis.
I remember the kids' books.
It's a pretty typical kid show. Talking animals, a bit of comedy, and learning some life lessons at the end of each episode.
Like most kid shows.
I remember I used to watch it all the time as a kid. I've always had a love of animals, which is probably the reason why the show hooked on me the way it did back then. Yet the love I had for this part of the show died in me after I saw that episode. I don't know how something so unholy,
Thanks, man.
so gruesome, could be allowed to be shown on television. I've heard about these things before, these quote-unquote lost episode stories. You all may just pass this one off as a normal creepypasta story, but let me tell you, it's indeed real. I pray none of you ever see this wild distortion of children.
Okay, hold on, let me pause this real quick. Okay, no offense, because he didn't write this creepypasta, at least I don't think so. Here's my problem with some lost episode creepypasta, especially the new ones. Whenever they become self-aware and say, like, this is going to be like some other... This might sound like a lost episode creepypasta to you, but it was totally real. I don't like that. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if that's just like a personal gripe with me, or just one of my personal like little don't really like that, because I feel like it's too self-aware. Because I feel like the whole point of a creepypasta, especially a Lost Episode 1, it's supposed to immerse you in... I think I might have lost you there for a second. I had to answer a call. I don't know if that paused the stream or what. I don't know what happened. Did it pause the stream or anything? Because that's kind of weird if it did, or if it didn't and you actually heard the call. What happened? Did I pause? Hesitate? What happened? What happened? What happened? But yeah, whenever that happens, I feel like it is definitely trying too hard. I lost connection. Okay, that's what I thought happened. Yeah, sorry, I had to answer the call on my phone because, like I said, for some reason I can't stream on my desktop right now because it's acting a little weird. So I'm streaming on my phone, which is actually a little easier because I can stream here, type, and do whatever here. So that way there's less, backup or whatever. But anyway. Yeah, whenever a creepypasta does that, it is definitely trying too hard because I feel like... Yeah, it is a little weird because I feel like its job is to scare and immerse the reader into believing that this could possibly have happened. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the stream had to restart itself. So this is kind of weird. But yeah, all's good, right? All's well? You can hear me well? Okay. Well, anyway, let's get back into the story as I type out the outline for the adventure.
Yeah, the images of what I saw haunt me in my nightmares. Perhaps if I tell it to you, I can get some closure. Perhaps, maybe. I suppose I'll start with how I can about witnessing this whole program. My little sister had to stay babysitting jobs for certain days of the week. And usually didn't get home till around 6:30 or 7 p.m. And when she does go home, she has to do her homework since she can't do it while watching some of the kids. Also, she has to use the computer for it, which so happens to be in my room. Thus, I'm banished to the living room while she does her schoolwork. So there I was, just me and the TV. I surfed through the guide a bit, looking for anything worth a damn. What's the point of getting all this extra channels from Cox if there isn't anything worth watching? I'm a bit pissed because I've been sitting here flicking through the channels for quite some time. My sister had to do a project, so she'd definitely be in there for more than an hour, at least.
Sorry, I had to turn the camera.
And boy, would I have won that big time.
Okay. As much as I like this reader, I have a feeling that he's recording these as he goes. Like, he's recording these live, and he doesn't really take time to edit them. Like, you notice with some readers that they will have pauses in between sentences because that would happen in the story. But whenever a reader would fumble, usually they would, re-record, cut back. So that's my one gripe with this, with this reader. Like I said, I love his stories. Like, whenever he writes his own creepypastas and his own lost episodes, I absolutely love them. He's a good writer. And he is a good reader. It's just that sometimes every now and then he'll fumble over a word, and instead of, fixing it in post, he'll just leave it in. That's, I'm not sure how long he's been doing YouTube for a while, and I'm not trying to be a saint or anything. Like, when I do live streams, I stumble over words, I pauses, I stammer, and I use the same word over and over again. It's a little different because I'm doing this during live versus when I do a video where I try to edit things together and make it, look nice and neat and have a clean flow. With this guy, yeah, it is a bit too organic, but like I said, when you're doing a live stream, it's different because it's meant to be organic. It's meant to be, coming off the cuff, spontaneously, off the top of your head, see, like that. But when you're doing a video and you're telling a story's supposed to, there's just a big difference with that. And I don't know about the, yeah. But anyway, what was I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to write. Okay, so this is what I'm starting with writing right now. So let me get into my narrator talk. So far, so I'm writing as an outline. Ralph is off on an adventure trying to impress his fans. That's all that I got so far as an outline goes. So I think what's going to happen in this adventure, he's going to come across one fan, and quite possibly I'm going to, play two characters in this. So I don't really have that many other actors or actresses just yet. And it's going to be a relatively small video. I think what I'm going to do is, and I want your couple cents worth in this, I think it would be funny if I be like one of those little kid fans or whatever, like from the old school, walk, on my knees, wear like oversized clothes, and be like, "Hey, mister, thank you for giving me my ball," or something, doing something funny like that, like an old stereotype of like. Have that as a rain opening. Have what as a rain opening? Oh, that elongated man is off to impress his fans. I think that'll be the opening narration. I think that just so far I'm writing the outline. This is more or less for me, so that way I have a good start point, and then whenever I write the outline all together, then I have a good ending. So that way, when I actually write the script itself, I can look back on my outline and be like, okay, that's going to happen in the beginning, this is going to happen in the middle, and it's got to get to that ending. So I have all the basics there. Like I have the basic beginning and the end, and then find the middle somewhere. That's usually how I write it. Helps me out when it comes to writing certain scripts. But yeah, so far it's what I got. I got that Ralph is off on an adventure to impress his fans. And right as this is where you come in. This is like Mad Libs. What happens next? And I'm going to try to find a different creepypasta reader because I'm not necessarily feeling like listening to him today. Did you say they released the trailer for the new Hellboy movie, and today they released the new trailer for the new Men in Black reboot? I don't know why they're doing this. This just makes no sense to me, man. Okay, I'm gonna put that in there. Trying to impress his fans. Alright, so I'm going to make this part, I'm going to actually put this in the notes section right here. So, note. So these are going to be the notes for what's going to happen. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. I talk with my hands, but I like that idea. I'm going to use that. Notes. I'm going to refer to him as Ralph in the script because it's going to make it a little easier. Ralph in an Tim. Misspelled that, but thank you for spell check. In an attempt to impress the crowd, which for the crowd, I'm gonna have this whole thing where I'm gonna edit the video and have it be like shot from the rooftop, or from the rooftop, and he's gonna have the scene where he looks like he's doing the heroic pose, and then he's gonna do the hero landing. But what happens, he's going to trip, and he's basically just going to fall, trying to stretch, like, his leg out, be like, before he hits the ground, be like, and then, his foot, stumbles, like his foot comes off too early, and he just falls down, and he's, like, falling down like a pile of spaghetti's, like, on top of him. Like, he's just like, or, something that looks like that, where he falls and just be like, oh. So I'm going to write this. So here's what I'm writing. Ralph, in an attempt to impress the crowd, after his... I'm doing air quotes, like Dr. Evil. Yes, that's going to happen. I'm actually going to put that. Alright, Ralph. In order to impress the crowd, over... inflates... I'm sorry if I'm... okay, overinflates his chest to give off a... this is just a writing thing for me. I'm going to say a Gaston, meaning this big burly man kind of look. So I'm just going to say to give off a Gaston presence. Yeah, classic hero posture, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Okay, so to give, overinflates his chest to give off a Gaston presence. Then to make the crowd go wild, he races himself for the hero landing, but his foot gets caught. How do you spell? Never mind. His foot gets... I'm going to say his foot gets stuck. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm terrible when it comes to spelling. Gets caught on the... Oh, you know, there's going to be something on the ledge, because all my roof, there's like some stuff up there, so I think I'm actually going to have, because we have a hose up there, like a garden hose, like to spray off for leaves and stuff and gutters. Or off the ledge, that actually would work. Gets his foot caught on the... That's a good idea. Thank you. Listen, I'm a terrible one. Gets his foot caught on the ledge. Now, gets his foot caught on the ledge, so... And his body defending itself S-T-R, stretches his mid... I'm going to need your help. How do you spell torso? Thank you. Or midriff. Midriff's probably better. Stretches his mid... Okay, so this is what happens. In an attempt to impress the crowd, Sorry. Ralph, in an attempt to impress the crowd, overinflates his chest to give off a Gaston presence. Then, to make the crowd go wild, he gets himself ready. He gets himself ready for the hero landing, but his foot gets caught on the ledge, and his body, defending itself, elongates his midriff to soften the fall. Therefore, his lower half elongates like silly putty. And falls on top of him like a... His cat's going to inflate a little bit later, because I kind of want to do, this whole deal where his body, stretches out too much. Just to show, some of his powers a little bit. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. So his lower half is going to elongate like silly putty. And it's going to come falling on top of him like, spaghetti. Like a thing of noodles. Okay, so that's what happens. And then the crowd's just going to start laughing. Then said crowd laughs. Okay, so that's the first introduction to Elongated Man. So that's going to be the opening sequence. So I'm going to change the note to opening scene. Alright, then let's move on down to the second scene, which I think would be the one where the inflation's going to take place. This is what I think would be kind of funny. Let's say he... gets done doing something heroic. Like, let's do something like, kind of old school. Like, he saves a cat from a tree. Hey, I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing, madam? Did you see the DJ Axel Ice live stream? Did you see that? Because I think I sent it to you. And did you see the message John Winchester left for you on your video? Did you like it? Was it everything you hoped for? And you saw the John... Oh, I'm sorry. I feel bad. I would love to see him put the... But whatever. Okay. The Sephirin was funny. Yes, it was. Oh, did you see the message John Winchester left for you on your video? Because he's coming back, and let me tell you something. He's bringing in the big guns. And by gun... Oh, you didn't? I thought he left a comment on your video. But anyway, he wanted me to relay a message to you. John Winchester's coming. And he's bringing in an old friend. He didn't say what his old friend was, but he told me to do this. That's a message John Winchester left for you. But yes, I am writing a script, and Rising is helping me with this. Oh yeah. Rising is helping me with this. It's going to be... you know what? I haven't put the title on here yet, but I'm going to right now. So just wait 1 second as I search for said title. Let me sign out of this. Okay, let me sign into another email. Oh yeah, well I gotta find the title real quick. Yeah, no, it's my new look. I shaved my head and my beard, so now I have this nice clean look. You like it? Oh, Ryzen, I don't even think I got I don't even think I asked you what you think about my new look. Do you like it? Shaved head. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this for a while. Okay, yeah, alright. So the title of this little film is called The Unreasonably Enlarged Adventure of the Spontaneous, or the Stupendously Headed and Fanatical Elongated Man, or Fantastical Elongated Man. Sorry, I'm terrible when it comes to reading. I will get Siri to read this. See if I can do the speak and spell thing in here. Wait, no. It's a really cool title. Yes, it's a great title. It's an amazing title. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, so John Winchester's got the Colt. Hey, Mom. Everything good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming. I'll be right back. Oh, hey, you guys still there? Let's see what I miss. Yeah, sorry, I went to go get something to eat. But anyway, let's see, I'm back. Let me go back to the script. Open on Google Docs. Yeah, sorry that I disappeared there. Open that. Close that. Alright, here we go. Alright. Yeah. I'm actually going to end the stream here and I'll be back in a bit, I swear. I'll be right back.